you just see from him to be able to work through, especially some of the Rockets defenses that were just, trapping him in certain instances. But what did you just see from him tonight?
A determination. He was not going to let us lose. And again, they do make it tough on you because they have some really good individual defenders, and they can switch with length, and it turns into where you have to beat your man. And Colin, has the ability to beat his man, and he was awesome for us tonight.
And then, what did you see as the biggest turning thing you guys turned around in the second half after in the second quarter, a slow offensive or struggling offensively in that quarter? What did you see in the second half that changed the most?
I think we got stops, and then we played with more thrust, more movement, less of the isolation stuff. I think we had a much more serious approach to it. I think we turned the ball over entirely too much, but I thought our approach to the offensive end of the floor was better.
That was my next question, was the 16 turnovers. Was it just, wrong decisions or just bad reads, or was it just, the Rockets just finding ways to get in there? What did you see as the cause of that?
Credit them because they made the plays. But I thought, our decision-making at some points in time was poor. Again, I thought we played with a looseness that caused us to get in some of those turnovers as well.
Thank you.
Marla Ridenhour, Akron Beacon Journal. Yeah, JB, it's been a while since you guys won 4 in a row. Just what is this a validation again of what you're doing? What is this? Does that mean anything to you?
Every game, and not to give you coach speak, but we just try to pay attention to that game. We're not focused on, what happened 3 games ago. It's, approach this game. And what it does, and which is most important, for us, is it gives our guys belief that they can. And I think that's the most important thing is, our guys put in a lot of work. We've had some ups and some downs clearly this year, but our guys, because of their continued belief in one another and the way that they compete and play together, that puts us in the position to get the wins that we've got these past few games. So that's what it's about to me, most importantly, is keeping our guys together and rewarding them for their efforts.
And I don't know, do you know what happened to Jarius there, and were you concerned that he wasn't going to be able to go back in?
Yeah, I think it was his groin. He's being evaluated, and I'll know more later on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Angel.
Andrew Gray, Fox Sports Ohio. Coach, I know that you guys are on a 4-game win streak, but when you're looking at how you guys were able to perform on the road, something that you guys were struggling with earlier in the season, what stands out to you about how you guys were able to handle business on the road this go around?
Again, you got to do it together. You're in an adverse environment, and you don't have the support of the home fans. All you have is the group. And how do you rally around one another to pull each other out of the ups and downs that you're going to face? And, again, I mention it over and over again, but the way our guys stick together and pull for one another, no matter what the circumstances are, it gives you the ability to do that.
And you mentioned just the guys being able to rally around one another. It seems like they have really been rallying around Dean Wade. You're 4-0 with him in the lineup. Just what has he been able to provide for you? And as you can see him continuing to build with this team, what stands out to you?
Again, his ability to make shots helps. It creates a lot of space on the floor for our guards. He does a really good job in traffic of rebounding and then being in the right spots defensively. He adds size, he has toughness and athleticism on top of his ability to make shots. And the guys love it. And again, that's what this is about. Right? Like you watch how they celebrate and how they cheer when he takes shots and when he makes shots. And, again, it's about the camaraderie. It's about guys willing to pull for one another.
We'll go 2 more, Chris, then back to Marla. Chris, go ahead.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. JV, what stood out most to you about Colin's performance tonight?
The determination and the word, we like to use grit to make sure we won this game. He played with a purpose. He fought through a lot of contact and physicality. He didn't let it deter him. He got busted in the mouth, got stitches, and came right back in and went back to work. So I think, that was impressive. And again, it's what we're looking for, and it can look different. That grit and that toughness. It doesn't have to always be on the defensive end or be on loose balls. Sometimes it's just the determination to make a play and help your team. And Colin did that tonight.
I mean, his numbers individually in wins versus when you guys lose are night and day, basically. Do you feel that? Do you feel him as a barometer of your success in any way?
Yeah, I mean, we know what we need from Colin, and he's a huge part of what we do. Obviously, what we have to do is continue to figure out ways on given nights where teams are playing him certain ways to help free him up and make his job a little bit easier. But when he plays, this way, it makes everybody else's job easier, and he makes everybody else better because so much focus and attention goes to him. Now the next play can be made, and that's where he comes up with the 8 assists on top of it. So he is, he is a weapon. We have to continue to find ways to use him and help the team.
Marla, the last one.
Yeah, one more on Colin. Just when he gets to the free throw line, shoots 15 free throws. Is that almost exactly what you want? I mean, is that a good barometer of what whatever, you know what I mean?
The league and the best scorers in this league spend a ton of time on the free throw line. And that means that you're in attack mode and you're not just settling for jump shots. So, he was attacking, he was putting pressure on the rim, putting pressure on the paint, and was rewarded